Hello class. For today's video, we were asked to discuss the problem of scale and how it factors into a government's ability to effectively operate and meet the needs of its population. So the operation of government is a unique practice, combining scientific elements with those of the arts. It is not just one or the other, but a blend of the two. When human beings began to cluster together, it of course was for resources and safety. As the numbers of people came into closer proximity to each other, further changes and adaptations to the current system had to be made in order to accommodate the growing numbers and the various sentiments and beliefs of those people. In all the various formats government can be organized, from dictatorship and monarchy to oligarchy and republics. The scale of the population and size of the land encompassing the government must also be considered. Some governments formed by the will of a single person, or those of many people, or of small groups of people. But the geographical size, if not considered upon original execution, can eventually be reframed for a different type of government and political order. Now, beginning in the ancient Western world of Greece, there were several city-states, individual governing political orders, some vastly different than others, and very small in population and geographical size to those we see today. The two everyone knows about are Athens and Sparta. Athens operated a much larger number of people within its political order, and with pure democracy, they elected an archon, their version of a leader or ruler, by the majority vote of landowners who filled the assembly. During war, the system was modified, and an oligarchy controlled the political order. You see, war often changes government, sometimes for the worst, and, as we remember today, July 4th, sometimes for the better. Sparta was special, with its political system being all-encompassing and designed by the learning and teaching of Lycurgus. Plutarch, in his famous Lives of the Greeks and Romans, writes about Sparta. He journeys around and takes for Sparta many different aspects of political order from the many different city-states in Greece and abroad. In this system, there were two kings, a senate and the ephors. They were magistrates or judicial overseers. Sparta was kept small, and only a select few who managed to make it through their hard training could earn the right to vote. Now, monarchies were all around the Greek peninsula, from the Persian kings to their east, and later Macedonian kings to their north. It was found that large geographical territories encompassing massive numbers of people were best ruled by dictators or monarchies, as one singular ruler set the standard for everyone. Think about Persia, Alexander's Greece, and later Caesar's Rome, all ruled with this style of political order. What grew with their numbers, however, was not simply conquest, but tributary rule, allowing the people in these conquered regions to remain as they were with a new allegiance. When Rome falls, it is due to many things, among them the size and scale of the republic, and the breakdown of factions that could no longer be resolved in the Senate, but only on the battlefield. When the Roman Empire encountered tribes of people north of the Rhine, their political orders were small and monarchical. These were too simple and weak to meet the mighty Roman Empire and were absorbed into it. Later, medieval governments were much the same as these small monarchies, of which came far after the fall of the Roman Empire in the West. As Dr. Livingston pointed out, people did not rediscover republican styles of government until the 17th century. despite what the Magna Carta brought to political order in 1215. When the Federalists and Anti-Federalists hashed out the U.S. Constitution, there was much discussion on the scale and style of political order, with the Anti-Federalists arguing for a small republic. It was Madison's genius that settled the debate with his Federalist 9 and 10, of which provided for a large scale and a republic, something special and the first of its kind, claiming the solution rested in previous republics' downfalls, factions themselves. Now, thank you for your time, and have a good evening.